In today's video, 20 easy to sew gifts that you can sew for Mother's Day. Hello everyone, I'm Sharon. Welcome to my channel where we talk about sewing and fashion. Not only are the 20 items easy to sew, they're either a free pattern or a free tutorial, and most of them are scrap busters. That means you have plenty of time to get them sewn before Mother's Day. At the time this video is being posted, there are still 2 weekends to sew. That gives you time to sew and even mail it if you need to mail something to your mother like I do. If you have a book lover for a mother like I do, a bedside caddy like this one is a great gift. There's multiple pockets, so plenty of room for everything. There's room for a hardcover book, paperback book, reading glasses, or maybe a bedtime snack. That's what I would do. Now, if your mother likes to have physical books like my mother does, what about a bookmark? How cute are these tasseled bookmarks? Sew a couple of them, purchase a couple of her favorite books, and what a great personalized gift. If she likes to curl up on her favorite chair to read, but gets a little chilly sometimes, sew the frosty sleeved blanket for her, and then you have a reason to use up all that fleece that you can find in the big box fabric stores. How about this easy to sew summer dress? It can be sewn and worn as a summer dress, as a maxi length, as I have shown right here. This is a tutorial on my sewing blog, or it could be a swimsuit cover up. It's great for vacation. It's great for just going to the farmer's market. It's just a nice versatile little piece. The great thing is there is no pattern. You cut to measurements and there's enough ease in there that you don't have to have exact measurements. If you do sew one using my tutorial, please let me know. I would love to see it and I'd love to share it with everyone else also. In case you haven't noticed, floral accessories are in the fashion scene again. This flower pin is mostly your thread scraps. It's a cute project and sustainable. How many of us have all those thread scraps? We hate throwing them away, but we don't know what to do with them. Now you do. Also on the Bernina We Also blog, make your mother a leather bracelet. This is another great, easy project and sustainable. Use leather from an old worn out computer bag or handbag or old leather coat. And if you don't have one around, I bet you could find one for not a lot of money at a thrift store. Sew a poncho. Easy to sew, no pattern is required for this one. You don't think of a poncho as a fashion accessory, but they are nice to have around for that extra layer. You can put it on when you're sitting outside around the fire pit and the sun goes down and you're watching the stars. You could put it on when you're watching the kids or the grandkids' soccer game and it's just a little bit cold, but they haven't canceled the game. Plus, you sewed it yourself, so she's going to love it. How cute is this lip bag? When I saw this project, I had to include it in the video. And it reminds me of a Betsy Johnson purse that I purchased a couple years ago. You could sew her version out of sequin. You could sew it out of velvet. You could sew it out of cotton. You could sew faux leather. So many options available. And that is a really cute little unique gift. For someone that likes to go to the gym and work out, sew a gym bag. This one from Sew for Home is large enough that you can carry an extra pair of shoes or even your clothes that you change into if you're going to the gym right from work. If you prefer something smaller, this mini duffel bag is just large enough to put a small towel, maybe your keys, your ID, water bottle, just the essentials that you need when you go to the gym class. And of course, if you're like me, a headband. I know a lot of people like to put their hair back into a ponytail. I like my hair flopping around, but I do like to have a headband, help catch the sweat, keep it out of my eyes. And this is a super easy tutorial that I have on my YouTube channel. You can make these in less than 10 minutes once you get the hang of them. They are a great scrap buster. It's just a little piece of knit, something with a really good recovery. I like to use swimsuit fabrics or workout fabrics because they dry really quickly and they have great recovery and stay on your head really well. There has been a few times that my mother has had to use a cane or a walker. I'm thinking about sewing a bag for her walker. That way I can personalize it. It can be the color she wants. It can have all the pockets she needs for what she wants to carry around with her. This free pattern's from So Can She. These next two projects are from the Bernina We Also blog. The author of these projects designed them because her mother was recently diagnosed with dementia, and these were a couple items that she found could help her. The first one is a scarf style bib. This could even be an upcycle project. any fabric that you choose. And I like that it almost looks like a fashionable accessory that they can wear at mealtime. The next one she called Adult Copycat Bib. And that's because it's a unique concept that you can wear them together or separate. As you can see, the top and the bib, they match. So you can have the top on and you put the bib over it and you don't even realize that there is a bib there, yet that could be taken off and laundered easily. Another practical gift that could be sewn for someone that is dealing with dementia or Alzheimer's is a sensory mat. The sensory or fidget blanket is something that the patient can use. It's soothing and provides a stimulating activity for somebody that does have dementia, Alzheimer's, or even someone recovering from a stroke. If your mother loves to bake or cook, why not sew a pot holder and oven mitt? So many gorgeous fabrics out there to choose from. You could even do a set of them. You could do all their favorite colors. You could do all their favorite themes. Maybe they love to boat. You could do sailboats. You could do seasonal, spring, summer, fall, winter. Almost couldn't think of the seasons there, but you get my idea. The other thing that I like when I cook and bake is an apron. I like to wear half aprons. I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel. It's one of my first tutorials, so it's a little lengthy. If you're a beginner, it's a great tutorial because it'll walk you through every single step. I have gone back in and I've added bookmarks for you so you can go to the section that you need. But I want to show you some that I have sewn using that tutorial. Here I used a border print. I added some bias binding around the edges and an inseam pocket. Here I used some piecing just to create some visual interest. I've got a pocket here and pockets here, finished with bias binding. Here we have one that I've shortened. There is a loop here, some pockets here. We've got a zippered pocket here. And here, this is a gardening apron. This was in a Sew News or a Sew It All magazine project. Here we have basic apron. I put an inseam pocket here and just some ruffle detail. Another one without the inseam pocket. It's got the ruffles. This one I actually hemmed the ruffle edges. This was in a Sew It All magazine. Here I did some fussy cutting just to practice fussy cutting and some piecing with some fun Dr. Seuss print. Here is that same basic apron. I put the towel loop on the other side this time, and I've got a whole bunch of pockets. This was a Sew News or Sew It All project. I don't recall which magazine. And I also did the bias binding on the edge. Here's that basic apron. I put a pocket here and I've added some ribbon trim for some extra visual interest. And this is just a basic, plain, solid fabric, towel loop here, and some pom-pom trim at the bottom. And that's just a quick look at all the different aprons you can create using that basic tutorial that I provided for you on my YouTube channel. Just use your imagination. So a bucket hat, they're still pretty popular. This free pattern is from Petite Stitchery. They're showing it in a faux fur and fleece, but I think you could use a cotton or any type of fabric that you like that mom would prefer. If a baseball cap is more her style, here's a free pattern from Patterns for Pirate. Looks like they've used cotton fabrics and they've mixed some of the prints, an easy way to personalize. And my favorite, a big old floppy sun hat. This one is from Mood Fabrics and it actually reminds me of an old 70s Betsy Johnson pattern. This one right here and this one right here. Take a clue from the Betsy Johnson patterns. Add some embellishments to the hat. Do some hand embroidery. Use decorative stitches on your sewing machine or make some of those thread scrap flowers and decorate the hat with that. If there's something you're planning on sewing for Mother's Day that I haven't included or something that you sewed in the past, I would love to hear about it. Please leave it for me in the comments below. Until I see you in the next video, I hope you have a blessed day. Happy sewing!